This reading is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant for the month of July 2020. And the first two cards here will be for the first week, which is the Wednesday the 1st through Saturday the 4th. And we have the Two of Pentacles with the Sun. So wonderful, absolutely wonderful for the week. The Sun is one of the highest, or it's known to be the highest energy card in the entire deck. So I would say that that can shine throughout the entire month. Now, with the Two of Pentacles, that has to do with balancing and kind of juggling all the things you have going on in your life. I kind of like to see this as a little bit of an infinity symbol here, especially with the mind. Like if you have to be careful to not let your mind get too caught up in all the stuff that you have to do. And to use this card, to use a Two of Pentacles in the best energy would be to prioritize, to get really clear with your values and what matters most. And you may want to do that, moving forward in your life for forever. This may be one of the lessons here to get into the gateway of happiness. The Sun card is, of course, one of the major arcanas, and it's a gateway card. So the majors are gateways into new levels of consciousness. So to bring in the energy and consciousness of the Sun means to allow your light to shine, to be, in the world a little bit more, and I know we're all pretty much still, of course, social distancing, but that doesn't mean that, especially with Pisces, that you never feel distant from anyone. most likely you don't, or when you do, it's painful and you don't like that feeling. But to come back into just your brilliant white light and your happiness and your joy, and especially playfulness. Usually in the other decks there are at least one child to remind us about the joy that can be experienced through play. So also to open to the power of your light. Your light, the purity of your light is very powerful, and it can not only help in situations where you might be feeling like you could be manipulated, or you might even catch yourself wanting to manipulate a situation or another person. And then you realize, you just drop in and go, wait, I don't need to do that. I just need to be my real self and trust that I can guide my own life and let them do their thing. And if we come together, that's great. And if that's wonderful, actually. And if we don't, then that's okay too. That no matter what, you're okay. You're more than okay. All is well in your world inside of you is the place to be. And then to shine that through the rest of the month, I think will be really helpful. So this might be, the card for the month for you. I get that intuitively. Like, if you have your own tarot deck, which I believe most of you do, take the Sun card out. Or if you have several decks, take all the Sun cards out and put them up on your altar so that, or, in a place where you'll see them every day. Or maybe put one in each room of the house, if you can do that. And just to remind yourself to come back to your own light and to let that, fly free and shine and be, it looks like we have a beautiful sunflower here kind of in the background, but that light is within and without. And so you're nourished from all angles, from inside and outside. So, and then to get out and be outside might be helpful too. That might be another message of this card, is to just get out, and it'll, nature will help you be even happier. Yeah, so some celebration there, I think, is in play. And then, it's the 4th of July this Saturday too. So, just be careful not to be out too much in the sun, because, Pisces, you may be very delicate. Insensitive, of course. So, lots of sunscreen, big hats, hats, umbrella, sunscreen, you got it. Okay, so the second week, it's the 5th through the 11th here, and we have the Moon card. So I always like to look at this card to help me remember that I can get guidance in dream time and in meditation. And especially if I'm feeling, in any way uncertain about which way to move forward, or, what to do first. And then especially because it follows the Two of Pentacles, I would say that's probably what this is more about, is that dream time and meditation will help you get your priorities straight. And what will make you happy? Like the question might be, what will make you happy? And then going inside and checking, here we have, like the white wolf and the dark wolf. And so it might be like the dualistic, concept of this or that. And it can be both, it can be both. So whatever it is that you're wanting to experience in life, it looks to me like you will be well received. You will be recognized. I mean, down here we have the victory wreath. But with the moon card, you might have to go through some false fear of being seen. That might be a little bit of what this is. And it's okay just to be with it. Don't resist it, because it's the moving through it that will get you clear. Pushing it down won't. And you can't push yourself until you're ready, and none of us are ever ready until we're ready, and we're not done with whatever issue we're working on until we're done. That's just the way life is. And to push ourselves is not, to encourage yourself and to go for what you want is actually what will help you break free of the fear. If you focus more on what you want than on the fear, when the time comes to just show up and do it, the wanting of your new self-expression, or the wanting of your new experience in life, will be what gets you over the threshold of fear. And I always like to look at the major arcanas as thresholds into new experiences, gateways into new experiences. So this one is, like the last hurdle of fear, and we circle back around through the gateways. It's never a linear experience, of course. You know that. So with the moon, it's a place where we kind of come back around and we face like really old fears. It's emotional material, of course, with it being the moon. And it's a past life material. It's illusory, it's the illusion. Whatever illusions we hold, we need to clear out. And then as you do that, I think there will be more and more, and this may play out for the rest of the month, but more and more, being seen and recognized. I mean, we have the victory wreath here. You're in the limelight, and to whatever extent, even if that's scary, try it out. You might find that you love it and that you're okay with it. You might find that you feel more connected with your friends and your loved ones and all of humanity, because Pisces, you're so open and inclusive in your natural way of being that, and maybe you're very sensitive and vulnerable. I certainly understand that. And if that's the case, just let your vulnerability be okay. Be okay with it, and just have the courage. Brene Brown is wonderful. I bet you've heard of her. But if not, she has lots of books and videos on YouTube, and she's on Facebook, so you can see her work. Lots of TED Talks. But you can search for her on YouTube and get lots of help and support in the vulnerability area, and the courage that it takes to allow yourself to to be with others in your real self, in who you truly are, which I believe is really what's happening this month. So I love that process. That's beautiful. It's not easy, but it's the best process. Okay, so the third week, from the 12th to the 18th, you have the Eight of Wands with the Nine of Cups. So I'm thinking that because of you putting yourself out there, allowing yourself to be seen with at least one other person, maybe you just revealed who you really are. Maybe you revealed your fears to someone else. Well, because of that, it opened up some portal where there's more energy flowing through your body now. This can be your life force energy opening up. This can be a lot of information coming towards you, a lot of messages. It can be, it's hard to say. With the Eight of Wands, it's always hard to say, but the wands represent, spiritual energy, and you have that coupled here with the Strength card. These are both fiery cards. This is definitely spiritual energy here, of course. And the moon, with your clear emotional body to help you. Goodness, who knows what the universe can bring to you? I mean, you're going to have to tell me what that is, but there's a lot of energy and a lot of opportunity this week. And then coupled with the Nine of Cups, it's all meant to bring you fulfillment. This is the card of your hopes and dreams and wishes and attainment. The nines are, about attaining something. So, wow. You look at the buried treasure here that's within each of us, right? And if it's been released, wow. Look at that. Look at all that light from within. Putting yourself out there to be received, to reveal who you really are and to not judge yourself anymore or not, stay small. How about let's be big? Let's be big and put yourself out there. And then into the fourth week, from the 19th to the 25th, we have the Strength card, so another gateway, coupled with the Eight of Pentacles. So this is beautiful for being in your gentle strength, for being aware of any unconscious areas that you needed to work through. And now that they have been made conscious, you're more whole and more complete, and therefore you have much more strength than you've ever had before. And this continues on throughout our lives. I mean, I don't know that we're ever done. And when we cross over, we bring all the love with us. That's the only thing we take with us is our love and our wisdom. I mean, wisdom is love. Love and truth are the same, So to be in your absolute truth within and to move that out into the world will create opportunities over and over and over, infinite opportunities of experiencing how gentle and beautiful life can be. And then it strengthens your resolve and your conviction in the way life really works. And that's something that brings in, the happiness to work, the love for your craft and the love for your if it's studying, if it's internship or apprenticeship, sometimes that's what this card is about. But other times it's just about you constantly loving your work and moving in, that's your daily routine. Your work is your daily routine. So whatever it is, even if it's just the work of running a smooth household or, whatever it is that you love doing, then that's your thing. That's your thing, and there's strength in that. So to tap into your strength of whatever your thing is, like what is your vocation? What is it that you absolutely love doing? And then the last week of the month here, we have the Ten of Cups with the Page of Pentacles. So there's a completion, a fulfillment here, a marriage, a soul union, a big, happiness that's coming into your life, or that's already in your life, and you're experiencing it. So being in it will grow even more of it. Whether this is a big family or just another loved one, or just you and your pets, or whatever it is, or you and a pet, or even just you alone in union with yourself. It brings in the energy of being in union with all beings and all things and all creatures and the entire, unity of the universe. So this is a real fulfillment of, everything, the greater good of the whole, heart-to-heart connection with the universe and with the world. It's huge, and there's no end to it. So coupled with the Page of Pentacles, this can be a younger person or somebody with a lot of energy that can come in and help you in some way with, things in the physical realm, so finances, loans, gifts, grants that, you maybe want to write or something like that. Anything to do with your resources in the physical realm. This can be somebody that comes in to help you with that. or it can be you deciding you want to study something new. Like maybe you want to study all the new aspects of love that are out in the world. Like maybe you're really curious about new ways of loving or new ways of fulfillment, especially, having the 9 and the 10 of cups here. That's fantastic. And, and the work energy, or maybe you want to study some different things to help you, with your work, whatever your vocation is. Or maybe you're thinking of a whole new vocation and you want to study up and you're looking into, this can be eco sciences as well. This can be, anything that's sustainable and anything that, helps you strengthen your physical realm. This can be actually, exercise as well, exercise and diet, things like that. This can be studying new things that are better for your body. If you've been having anything that you've noticed isn't agreeing with your body, it can be research and looking into other things to swap it out for. There's many possibilities here. So yeah, so that's it. Be sure to watch the videos for your moon and your ascendant sign. If this was for your sun, just make sure you watch all 3 for your sun, moon, and ascendant to get the bigger view. And thank you so much for subscribing and sharing my videos and liking it. Really helps me out. I so appreciate it. And I'll be back next month. And meanwhile, take really good care. Okay.